What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful people? It's me, it's your boy Nes, and in this video I'm going to be covering the Ichimoku cloud indicator, and I'm also going to be covering how I use that indicator for a strategy that I founded and a strategy that I think you're going to love very well. Now, a couple of things that I do want to cover on this. All right, number one, this indicator can make your chart extremely busy. I do not like my charts to look too busy, so I like to clean it up. But before I do, I have to break everything down in a way that you can understand. Now, I do want to shout out X-Force Global and a couple of my partners, a couple of leaders in the game, leaders in the industry that really do a phenomenal job in the space that we're in. Now, the Ichimoku indicator, it covers support and resistance. I know we cover support and resistance extensively. We explain that support is a low level where price seems to bounce up more than it does anything else. Resistance is a level where it's a high level. Now, price happens to drop at these levels more than it does anything else. Sometimes it'll go the opposite way and they get retested later, so on and so forth. That's a topic for another discussion. It will pinpoint support and resistance levels. It does actually show you the direction that the market is going in. Okay, it shows the price momentum, and it could be a powerful trading signal when combined with other indicators. Now, I know we covered that no indicator is 100% correct 100% of the time. I know people that's been trading for 20 years that brag that they got the craziest indicator that wins all the time, every time. Listen, that's false. All right, because if that was the case, they'll be billions of dollars richer. All right, there's always something. There's always a disadvantage, even if it's a small disadvantage with each indicator. Most indicators are either for scalping during the consolidation point in the market, or for trending momentum, based situations. And here's the thing: the market is a decentralized market, so it doesn't matter if the technicals look beautiful, if the fundamentals look beautiful, all right? When there's a large amount of volume coming into the market and you happen to be trading a tradable asset that's going to be impacted by a volume spike coming in for buys or sells, it's going to impact you, because at the end of the day, with this being a decentralized market, right, it's going to affect you. Right? So, no indicator is 100% correct 100% of the time. The Ichimoku cloud indicator is extremely powerful, though. Now, what it does, it takes multiple averages, plots them on a chart, and uses the figures to compute a cloud. Okay, we'll break this down. Compute a cloud, which attempts to forecast where the price may find support or resistance in the future. Now, the Ichimoku components are as follows. Number one, the conversion line. Number two, the baseline. And number three, the lagging span. In addition, you have the Kumo, which are the cloud components. Leading span A and leading span B. Okay? So let's break this down now that we got the visuals in front of us. First and foremost, the conversion line, okay, is the blue line that you see over here. See this blue line? Okay, you following it? Okay, now follow me over here, okay? What it does is that it shows the short-term price momentum. The short-term price momentum, which indicates is a faster moving average compared to the others. The midpoint price over the last 9 periods, which is the default value, and an area of minor support and resistance. That is what the blue line is showing you. This is what the conversion line is showing you. If price is above the conversion line, it indicates a short-term upward momentum. If price is below the conversion line, it indicates a short-term downward momentum. The conversion line is not used on its own. Okay, it's not used on its own. All right, is meant to be codependent with other factors here. Okay, So the conversion line is not used on its own, but rather intertwined with the other components of the Ichimoku cloud indicator. Okay, now follow me here. We talked about the blue line as the conversion line. Let's go to the baseline. This is the red line. Okay, check this out. The baseline is going to show a support and resistance level on the medium term trend. The midpoint of the high and low price over the last 26 terms, which means this is set on a moving average of 26. This is also used to analyze price momentum like the conversion line. When price is above the baseline, it means that it's above the 26 period midpoint and has a stronger bias for upward price action. Unless there is a strong trend, the baseline will often not be near the price. Now remember, the candles represent what price has done in these intervals. All right, in this visual that you see over here, each candle represents a day because we are on a daily chart. Remember, candles reflect what price has done in the time period pertaining to the time frame chart that we are analyzing the market in. All right, so conversion line, all right, 9 periods. Baseline, 26 periods. All right, let's go to number 3, lagging span. That's the green line. Okay, now this is created by plotting the closing prices, okay, of the 26 periods behind the latest closing price of an instrument or a trading asset. It's primarily designed to allow traders to visualize the relationship between the current and the prior trends, as well as to spot potential trend reversals. Basically, it analyzes the relationship to the current price action. If the price candle is above the lagging span line, the strength in price indicates the trend is strong. Now, if the price or candle is below the lagging span line, the strength in the price indicates the trend is weak. All right. Now, if the lagging line is about to cross above the prior price line, this would be a bullish signal, which means the market is going up. Remember, we covered that. Bullish candle means price is going up. All right, so when the market is going bullish, the market is going up. So again, if the lagging line is about to cross above the prior price line, this would be a bullish signal. This would be a potential signal for a buy. All right, a potential signal that the market is moving up. If the lagging span that is crossing underneath the price, if the lagging span that is crossing underneath the price, okay, a little typo here. If the lagging span is closing underneath the price, this would be a bearish signal. Okay, now we have leading span A and leading span B. Okay. All right, remember, this is 4 and 5 right here. Now, 4 and 5, we're going to cover this together. Now, the Kumo cloud provides the definitive support resistance levels that can be projected into the future. The indicator is vastly different from the other indicators that only provide support and resistance levels for the current data and time. Okay? Now, leading span A, leading span B. Leading spans both create the cloud. So you see the cloud over here. These are clouds, okay? The green cloud indicates market is going bullish. Red cloud indicates market is going bearish. Okay, long story short, let's read that again. The Kumo cloud, the Ichimoku clouds, okay, provides the definitive support resistance levels that can be projected into the future. This indicator is vastly different from the other indicators that only provide support resistance levels for the current data and time. So this can actually give you a heads up of what may occur in the near future. Analyzing the market here. Okay, now that we know what these are, okay, let me just break it down, all right? Conversion line, That's the fast moving average. That's the blue line. Okay? The baseline is the 26 period moving average. Long story short, these lines are acting as support resistance at the current time frame. Okay? The lagging span, okay, it takes the plotting, it basically is created by plotting closing prices 26 periods behind the latest closing price of an instrument or trading asset or currency pair, right? Or index or crypto or commodity, whatever it is that you're trading, all right? That's also referred to as an instrument. Okay? So look, check this out. As you can see, it looks exactly like the visuals, right? Now we know that the blue line is the fast moving average, so it is basically indicating support and resistance at that close period. All right, the red line, this is the baseline. All right, this is based on 26 periods, so you can see it's a little separated, while the blue line is like very tight on the candles. You see that right here. Okay, and then we have the green line. Okay, all right, the lagging span. This is basically kind of like, if you think about it, because it is taking the closing prices, right, instead of just the opening prices and stuff like that. So it's just a little different. Now you can play with these as you want. Okay, now you have the leading span A, the leading span B. Okay, you have the clouds themselves. I'm gonna show you how I adjust it, right? Now we could go ahead and we could click anywhere on, because this whole indicator is one. All right, so it's a bunch of indicators basically intertwined into one, the Ichimoku cloud indicator. Now we can just click on it, all right, and you can see it right over here, all right, where the levels is at, all right. So leading span B is 52. Okay, displacement 26, baseline 26, conversion line length 9. You know, this is the fast moving average. All right, you already know this is the, all other stuff that we covered. All right, now check this out. We can actually have the power to turn off any of these lines. Now, to me, the conversion line, it doesn't matter to me. It's too close. All right, it's basically an MA with the moving. With the period of 9 in it. I don't really need that. Same with the baseline. All right, cool. 26 periods. Whoopity do. All right. Then we have the lagging span. Okay, which is taking the closing price of the last 26 periods, so on and so forth. We can take that out as well. And now what we're left with is the leading span A and the leading span B. This is what primarily makes up the clouds. Okay. So, because the plot's background is going to already tell me, where the leading span A and B already is, I just like to remove those. And I only keep the cloud. I don't really need anything else, really. So, when I'm looking at the charts, I'm really using it just for the cloud. I like to know where the longer term trend is heading. And so far, so good, it's on point. So if the market is anywhere above the clouds, all right, that indicates the market is going bullish. When the market is below the clouds, I know you see it's a little green over here, but the way I want you to see it is different. If the market is anywhere below the clouds, it's an indication that price is moving down. So green, red, okay, cool. Green means bullish in this indicator. Red means bearish in this indicator, but honestly, you have the power to change that. So we go in here and we decide, hey, look, you know what? Why don't we just adjust a couple of things? All right. Let's make it show some indicators over here. Scales. Let's go into all right. Damn, I have to adjust this. Hold on, y'all. Because this is status line. Okay, yeah, the titles. Okay, boom. And no, I don't need that. Values. I don't know if I want values, but I guess, you know, for this lesson, let's just do it. Okay, let's get back into this. All right, so when you're looking at the clouds, right? I don't want you to get too caught up on the color of the clouds. You know, for all I care, you can make it white or gray or whatever you want to do. All right? If the market is anywhere above the clouds, indication for a buy. If the market is anywhere below the clouds, indications for a sell. That's how I want you to look at it. All right? And so I combine it with other indicators as well. Okay, other indicators that I like, because I don't like my chart to look too busy. I mean, even with this, all right, let's just say I make this kind of a lighter shade of black. All right, and I do have the leading span A and B line, but I make it like a little faint. I could do that. Something light, 14%. Whatever's gonna float your boat, right? You see how clean, you see how much more cleaner that looks? That's what I mean. I like my charts to look clean. I don't like it to look crazy, right? So I could go on ahead and I could attach more indicators on this, and I'll be straight, really. You know, I would be straight, really. So this right here, it's good enough for me. So if I want to go ahead and I want to throw in one of my other favorite indicators, all right, let's say we use a momentum-based one. Let's check this out. Let's use one of my custom ones. Let's say we are going to use... Let's say we use the super trend to go along with this. All right, this would kind of help in some ways, especially if I'm fixing how it looks to me, right? So, for example, buy, I'll keep the ice blue, right? Sell, you know, I keep the red. Actually, sorry, I'll make this white, okay? I'll make this blue. And we could, you know, we could just adjust accordingly. I probably don't even need this extra stuff on here. To be real with you, you know, like I wouldn't probably need this. I don't need all these extra lines, okay? I don't need that. I don't need that. I could probably just use this just for the signals alone, right? Get up in here. Do what I need to do. All right? I'm telling you. You can play around with it however you like. All right? And make it look fire. Make it look fire, just like that. You know, you could slap on any other indicator you want that's momentum based, right? And this will make sense. Now, I use Ichimoku clouds for a couple of my strategies. Web Slinger was one of them. Web Slinger along with the Ichimoku clouds was fire. was fire. It was a hit. It was a hit. So if I go into one of my special strategy charts exclusively on mineonbillions.pro, right? If I went in here and I went ahead and I chose, you know, any of my trending strategies, this could work for it. But right over here, let me actually hide some of these indicators, and we'll keep it, you know, just on the Ichimoku. I can also teach you how you can save the defaults on this. So we already know what it is, right? The blue line is the conversion line. The red line, you already know what all this stuff already is, okay? So the baseline, the lagging span, you guys already know this stuff. So I go in here, go into the settings, all right? Just fix a couple of things up, okay? Particularly more in the style, because I only like the clouds itself. I only like that, right? And again, I could just get up in here, make it a lighter shade of black, just like that. I don't need nothing crazy, y'all. I don't need nothing too crazy. Something simple. Something simple is good enough for me. Let me put the opacity up so it could be seen more. Let's see, gotta make sense. Let me make it a lighter shade. All right, something like that. Right, and right over here, look, check this out. Right over here, I could go into defaults, save as default. So whenever Ichimoku clouds pop up on my screen again, you know, I got that right here, right? So that's clean. I already have other indicators that I'd rather work with better, right? So this right here, triple exponential moving average. Go into the settings. All right, I'd rather have this set to 200. All right, give me a nice solid color, and I'll probably go with white. Default, save as default, click OK. All right, there we go. See how much more cleaner that looks? Right, it looks way more cleaner, right? All right, now we got the double exponential moving average. I can show that too. Inputs is way too tight, way too tight. I don't like that. Let me move this to 50. Okay, bam. All right, you see that it's green, right? This is the faster moving average. So I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna see how it's gonna cross and do its thing. Now, let me change the color up a little bit. All right, this is gonna be the money line right here. All right, let's make this. We can make that blue. We can make that green. We can make that whatever you want to make it. Make that blue. Make that green. Whatever we want to make it. Right. This is gonna be the profit line for me. Right. And so when we get that cross, boom, signal for sell. Boom, signal for a buy at the cross up right there. See that? And then if it's in conjunction with what the Ichimoku clouds are giving us, which is a stronger, based on stronger values, right? Now we have a true, a true strategy that's operating, you know, beautifully. So again, save as defaults, right? And we straight, just like that, okay? Now, this is how you can set it up on your chart if you got mineonbillions.pro. All right. As you can see, that's how you could adjust it. There's some strategies that are pretty advanced, all right, but I want you to rewatch, review, relearn, and I'll definitely be sending some material over on this. I hope you enjoy this value drop as much as I enjoy putting it together for you. So you already know there's another one on the way. The next one that I'm going to send y'all is the MACD. I'm going to cover the whole MACD. That's the next drop. That's the next drop that you're going to get tonight. Okay, so I'm going to send this right here, and I'm also going to send MACD tonight. Okay,
another one.
You already know how it goes. Stay blessed, take care. Hope you enjoy the value. Happy learning and happy trading.